A mudlark is a name for someone who scavenges in river mud for items of value, specifically by the River Thames in London. Mudlarks would search muddy shores at low tide for anything that could be sold. Occasionally, they would even steal from boats sailing down the river. Mudlarks were usually either youngsters between 8 and 15 or the robust elderly, and mostly male. By the late 18th century, people who mudlarked the River Thames could make enough money to survive. Becoming a mudlark was usually a choice dictated by poverty and lack of skills. Work conditions were filthy and uncomfortable, as excrement and waste would wash onto the shores from the raw sewage. Sometimes even corpses of humans and cats and dogs would wash onto shore. Though income was low, mudlarks at least had a degree of independence, since the hours they worked were entirely at their own discretion, needing only to work around the tides. They also kept everything they made as a result of their own labour. In 1904, a person could still claim mudlark as an occupation, however by this time it seemed to have been no longer viewed as an acceptable or lawful pursuit. By 1936, the word was used to describe swimsuited London schoolchildren who earned money during the summer holidays by asking passers-by to throw coins into the Thames mud, which they then chased to the amusement of onlookers. More recently, metal detectorists and other individuals searching the foreshore for historic artifacts have described themselves as mudlarks. In London, a licence is required from the Port of London Authority for this activity, and it is illegal to search for or remove artefacts of any kind from the foreshore without one. The Port of London Authority states that all the foreshore in the UK has an owner. Metal detecting, searching or digging is not a public right, and as such it needs the permission of the landowner. The Port of London Authority and the Crown Estate are the largest landowners of Thames foreshore, and jointly administer a permit which allows metal detecting, searching or digging. Occasionally, objects of archaeological value have been recovered from the Thames foreshore. Dependent on their value, these are either reported as treasure under the Treasure Act of 1996 or voluntarily submitted for analysis and review via the Portable Antiquities Scheme.